What's up, Facebook Live? Oh, I just got my dog riled up because I was making some noise. Wendy Lee here with Leadership Revolution. Welcome to Transformational Tuesdays. And very honored, as always, to be here. What do we do on Transformational Tuesdays? We talk about shit. We talk about shit that helps you transform, helps you grow, helps you move in the direction of your purpose and why we're here on earth. So tonight I actually have a really interesting topic. I've been having some great conversations around this, and I thought it would be great to share. So if you saw in the actual description, I put in there how to use your vulnerability as an advantage without being taken advantage of. So most of y'all out there, especially if you're a leader, especially if you're, trying to do something in this world, you do it from a place of having a big heart, wanting to make a difference, wanting to make an impact in the world. And I totally support you and get that. In fact, the more that we come from our work, our business, whatever we're doing from a standpoint of service, the more rewarding it is. It's like that's what we're here for. But there can be some caveats with that. So when we're in that realm of service and of giving and of opening our heart, there's a lot of great things that come from that, right? You allow love to come in, so you allow to receive those gifts and love from other people because you're opening your heart up. It gives other permission to do the same. When we lean into our vulnerability, it allows us to be human. Hi, everybody, for checking in. It allows us to be human, so we don't have to have this mask on and be walking around. I call it the fake ass syndrome, and we all do it. We can just be ourselves, which allows other people to be ourselves. So that means that we just show up the way that we are. We are perfectly imperfect, so sometimes we miss the mark, and that's all part of the formula. So when you use your vulnerability as an advantage, meaning that it helps you to connect with other people and people to connect with you, man, that is so freaking awesome. But when you have an open heart, you also have to be aware that it can be your advantage, but you can also set yourself up for being taken advantage of. And we don't want to do that, right? We're not in the line of service to then get hurt or being taken advantage of. That means that we've got some things that we need to work on, and there shouldn't ever be a situation where part of us we have to give away in a negative way in order to be in service in this world. So how do you stand with that open heart but not be taken advantage of? There's two things that work for me to pass on. One is to have boundaries, right? You have to have boundaries. You know intrinsically, in your heart, in your soul, in your intuition, if this is a good situation, a good relationship, a good exchange. You know that. We are blessed that is built into our system. So you got to trust that. And the way that you trust it is if things don't feel right, you need to lean in and ask questions. You need to have boundaries that, hey man, that's not okay with me. It's not okay to be treated like that. It's not okay to be talked to that way. It's not okay. I feel uncomfortable. You're kind of hinging in on my boundary here. So you got to be clear of what those boundaries are and then to express it. And you can express it in a loving way. But we are the keepers of our heart. We're responsible for guarding it, not shutting it off, but guarding it. I have a really big heart, and what I do know is that most people have a really big heart, and some people, unfortunately, something has shifted in them and they're not. And there are some people out there that literally prey on nice people, and that's just part of the facts. So you can love them from a distance, but they don't have to come in and take from you. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing is to have discernment. Discernment just means that you get to set the pace of your judgment of where you are in a situation. You get to choose with your experience and your intuition and all your practice. Remember, that's what all this transformation is about. It's just about getting to know ourselves better so that we can heal and reconnect with ourselves so that we can pass that on to others. And my biggest wish for everybody is we get to get reconnected, healed with ourselves. We pass that on to somebody else. They pass that on to somebody else. And that's, folks, how we heal the world. I know that's a grand gesture, but that's why my business is called LeadHERship Revolution, because this is a revolutionary idea. And we all have traumas, we all have hurts, we all have mistakes. But when we come to own them, love those, and then get out there in the world and share that with our heart, that gives us our great vulnerability. And then we want to make sure we're not being taken advantage of. So we just want to stand in our truth. So I would love if anybody wants to put anything in the comment of if that's something that you resonate with. And I totally want to support everybody on your journey, because we're all out here just doing this thing. We're all out here just doing this thing. And I do want to share with you a little bit of a personal reason of why I'm talking about this. A really, really close loved one of mine, I had a really difficult situation with them because they're just a little love bug. And unfortunately, they got taken advantage of in a very violent way. And it just reminded me that we've got to be the keepers of ourselves. So share your stories, tell your truths. You never know who needs to hear your stories so that they can heal and connect. That's part of being vulnerable. Okay? So this is Wendy Lee with LeadHERship Revolution. I want to thank everybody for coming on tonight. I'm on every night, Tuesdays at 9 o'clock, unless something happens. I think something happened last Tuesday and I wasn't here. I can't remember. But it's my honor to serve you. It's my honor to be here. It's my honor to share my story and to share my life. And, let's just keep making this world a better place. I have great confidence in people and in this world. And the few people that haven't quite got it together, and maybe they're, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, because everybody is deserving of love, but not when it's hurtful to you. You shouldn't have to, nothing should be hurtful or harmful to you on this journey. Okay? So open hearts with discernment and a little bit of boundaries, and we got this. Okay? Love y'all. This is Wendy Lee with LeadHERship Revolution. Mom. Thank you, everybody, for coming on today, and we will talk soon. All right, take care, everybody. Bye, guys.